Tuesday. Hey guys, I'm back, and I'll be right back. Let me get my stuff. I'll be right back. Let's see. Put that there. Blue and pink. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hey, good morning, guys. How are you? Today it's Tuesday. Say good morning. Tell me who's here. Where you're from. All right. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, guys, to see who all shows up. But welcome and good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in this beautiful planet. Hey, Gion, how are you? Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm doing all right. Hey, Kevin, hey, how are you, sweetie? Thank you guys for being back. You're just listening for today. It was a long night. Oh man, dude, I'm telling you, it was a long night. It's been a long, couple days over here. Yeah, the sleep was really, really bad last night. Energetically, spiritually, energetically, there's a lot of purging going on, a lot of healing happening during our sleep space. So a lot of crazy shit's happening, and I mean, look at what's going on with the all this stuff. Yesterday I spent the day doing watching the hurricane and seeing what the heck's gonna happen with us here in Florida. So things just really energetically, as I want to say, as the pulse for the day, for the week, the continuing energy is just this boiling. A couple of weeks, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I talked about this energy of just feeling like everybody's in a pressure cooker, and things are starting to really boil, and we're seeing that with the political stuff, with the storms, with the war stuff, on a mass level, we are seeing things play out, that are also indicative of our own internal transformation as a collective. And I know I'm kind of jumping right into this today, but I don't know, I guess I was supposed to. Collectively, the fears of humanity, collectively, the stresses of humanity, collectively, the exhaustion, the all of the things that are going on in humanity that we're seeing play out are all things that are happening within each of us on a soul level, and so as our souls continue to awaken and experience all of these traumatic life events going on around us, it's causing us to see things in a deeper way, the world as a whole. And And it's really just indicative. Like, that's all I can keep seeing is like all of this internal turmoil that humanity, that each individual has been carrying, all the fears, all the repression, all of those low vibration, dark energies that we have all carried, that we all have within us, is like playing out on this grand screen, you guys. And okay, Spirit wants me to take a breath, so we're gonna take a breath. But this needs to be seen. Like, we need to see this connection, is what Spirit is saying, between what is happening outside in our physical world and what is happening in our inner worlds, and what we are being asked to realize, to see the darkness. And Kevin just said something about darkness. Kevin, you thought you were hiding. You're like, no, this is all of our own physical darknesses through lifetimes of carrying this shit, manifesting physically. So this is, you know, so to me, this isn't necessarily a scary thing. I mean, it doesn't look pretty, right? But when you really think about the impact that this is having, and the fact that people 2 days ago who had no fucking clue who I was are here and are participating and listening, shows that we are moving in the right direction, you guys. And that's what makes me so hopeful and faithful and trusting and excited about this experience. It's really just, it's showing that people do care, that people do want to do the work, want to make a difference. So yeah, I don't know. So that was a lot to get into first thing. Let me see. Frank, hey, good morning, Frank. How are you? You like my unicorn, Gion? Thank you. Kevin, we all have some yin yang in us, darling, and they do clash for fun. There's no doubt. You know, I mean, the yin yang. We are all things, and that's what we have to remember. And it's not that we shouldn't be all things. There's a time and a place and an experience for all the things that we feel, right? Because then we wouldn't have those feelings if there wasn't a time, a place, or to experience them. So all things hold their place, and because we are all things, and because we came here as souls to incarnate, to live a human experience, we have this beautiful gift to come here and learn through being human. And it sucks sometimes, and it's hard sometimes, and yes, sometimes there is this crazy clash between light and dark within us and outside of us, but we're all here for the experience. So as tough as it gets sometimes, you guys try to just take a step back. Remember, we're in a matrix. We're in a reality that can be altered by our thoughts, by our feelings, by our actions, and how we react and respond to the things that go on. So remember, you're always in the ultimate driver's seat of this. So it is a beautiful ride. Dafa, I don't know who you are, but I don't know why you're just posting random numbers. Should these be like lottery numbers that we should play today or something, Dafta? I'm not sure, but thank you for being here. Dexter Morgan. Isn't that's Dexter, the good homicide killer, right? I remember watching Dexter. And I actually, yeah, I mean, like light and dark, right? You learn to channel those demons. I mean, like it's a pretty good example of it. I mean, it's kind of taking it to an extreme, of course, of taking justice into your own hands. But hey, you do it all. Dexter Morgan, I love that. I haven't like, dude, I love that show. I loved that show back in the day. Gion, you had a fight with your friend. Again, you're fighting with your friend, sweetie? What the heck is going on? Is this the same friends that you had an issue with the other day? But my point of talking about all of that energy and the volatility and the negativity and is the fact that people are on edge. People are very, very much on edge in the world today. And it's being played out. What is in the jar? Yes, this is hot water, lemon, and Himalayan salt. It is what I drink in the mornings. And then I have my, then afterwards, sometimes I'll have my like cacao and mushroom drink afterwards, like as a coffee. But this is my first in the morning drink. Hey, Hadia, welcome back, babe. How are you doing? Haven't heard from you. I hope you're doing good. What? Wait a second. Did I miss something? Let's see. All right. Hey, Hadia, I haven't spoken to you in a little bit. So Hadia, you guys who don't know, is one of my moderators for the group. So Hadia will, if there's anything like not okay going on in the chat, we'll ask you guys to kind of stay on task. Hadia, one thing I want to just share with you. So apparently I found out the other day that when people spam on the lives, it actually draws more attention to the lives. So if somebody, as long as they're not spamming something completely like gross or whatever, let them fucking spam. It'll bring more people to the messages, and that's all right. So I haven't, I don't know. Like this person who keeps typing just numbers, let them keep typing numbers. Like, I don't care. It's all good. All right. So thank you, darling. I do very much appreciate all your help here, Hadia. Hey, Kevin, Kevin Jones is back. Hey, Kevin Jones, you're the biggest troll. Well, let's try to be nice. Okay. Thank you. Rakesh, John Cena is your favorite guy. John Cena. I don't think, who is John Cena? I don't know who John Cena is. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't know that either, Hadia. So, and I don't know if it's necessarily even true, but whatever. We'll just kind of leave it. Okay. Oh, John Cena, Kevin, thank you, is that World Wrestling person. Gotcha. Okay, I'm cool. That's cool that you like him, and I don't, that's all good. We all have I guess everybody has their people out there that they like. It's cool that that's your interest in WWE, I guess. It's not something that I really don't know much about it. So unfortunately, I can't, Rakesh, I can't really engage in much dialogue about WWE or John Cena. Sorry. What are we talking about? Let's get down to business. Kevin, I don't know. What are we talking about today? Do you have a topic, Kevin, that you would like to suggest? Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Huh? I don't know what. Hadia, what the can you smell what the Rock is cooking? I have no fucking clue. Okay, you guys, I don't fucking know. Your voice and motivate. Thank you very much, Rakesh. I appreciate that. He said that my voice and help motivate him and motivation impress him. Well, thank you. That's all That's all I'm here for, is to help people out, man. Whatever we need. Everybody takes a piece, everybody gives a piece, all right, so yeah, I don't know nothing about no WWE. You guys can all talk about that in the chat if you guys want. All right, so since the other Kevin hasn't suggested anything that he would like to talk about, and he wants me to get to business today, there is something that I kind of just wanted to share. It's kind of like a funny little story, but not so funny. From my personal experience that's been happening. So, and it comes down to something that we've been talking about for a little while, which is, integrity, little white lies, telling the truth, just showing up and being a good person, many of you know, I had quit smoking back. Now it's probably like over 2 months now. And my mom had quit at the same time. And then like 2 weeks later or so, I caught her smoking, and she, and I don't give a shit. Like, as long as, if you're going to still smoke, it's fine. Like, I never smoked inside my house. I never, like, none of that shit. Like, it was always outside, like, never, ever, ever. And I would never let her, and like, no. So long story short, so like when we both stopped smoking, like, and then she started again, she was like hiding it out, like, side, and she would like sneak outside and smoke on her car. And I had caught her, and like, I don't give a shit. Like, just don't stink up my house. We're fine. Do what you gotta do. Like, I don't care. But be honest, right? So that day she acted all like, oh, this is the first time. I just happened to find one as I was cleaning out the car under the seat. Like, it was a whole line of shit, but I kind of just, whatever, okay. And since then, I know she has still continued to be smoking. And so, she has been making, and she thinks she's fooling me. So this is the thing. She thinks she's been kidding me by lying that she's still not smoking. She's making these grand announcements to the house as she walks through. Oh God, I forgot I need to go out to the car for a second. I forgot my whatever the fuck she forgot, right? The receipt from the grocery store, I need to check it. And she would go out and I would just sit here, and every time and she'd do this like 10 times a day, right? And I'm just, and I'm not saying nothing. Like, I really don't give a shit, but at the same time, the deception, the being lied to, the like, do you really think you're fucking kidding me? Like, why? Like, what is the point of any of this shit? And it got to the point where like she was coming, like we would have dinner together, and like after dinner I would like, be in the kitchen cleaning up, and my mom would be like, it's okay. You go in, and I'll clean up. You go ahead. You cooked. I'll clean up. And go rest. And all she wanted was to get me the fuck out of my kitchen so she could sneak out the door to have a cigarette after dinner, because she was like jonesing like a fucking caged animal. And I'm like, no, like, and I saw it, like I knew it, I saw it. And the more she like lied to me, and the more she like made up these stories, just, it was just eating at me, right? And like I live in a very, like, my home is sacred. And I am like, that shit, just, I don't do that. Like, I am not that person, and I'm not okay being surrounded by that energy. So yesterday morning, like, I love the way the universe works. My mom didn't know that I was awake yet. And I heard her in the hallway as I was approaching my bedroom door. And I hear her say to my dog in a very low whispering voice, who's out there in the hallway, "Good morning, Journey. Mima will be right back. I am going to go outside and have my cigarette quick before Mommy gets up." And just as she finishes her sentence, I open my bedroom door and I say, enjoy that cigarette, Mom. Now, let me just tell you, I thought my 70, how old is my mom? 77, gonna be 77-year-old mother was gonna fuck it. I didn't know she was gonna shit her pants or have a heart attack right then and there. And she just looked at me like a deer in the fucking headlights. And I said, go ahead, go on your way. And she did. And she went outside, and because now she had to think of, her story and whatever. And I let her go. And I came back inside and I went on with my day. And then like I let her sweat it out. I honestly have to be honest, like I didn't even after she came back in, I heard her go to her room. I minded my business. And I mean, she knew a conversation was going to ensue. But I felt like, I don't know, I guess maybe Kevin, that's that little evil side of me that said, I don't know, let her fester a little bit with what she's done. And so I, gave it like, I don't know, half hour, an hour. And I went in, knocked at her, door, and went in and said, look, you're like, we need to discuss this. Like, and the excuses, the immediate, but I haven't been, and I'm only limiting myself to 3 a day. And I hadn't even said a fucking word yet. And I'm like, Mom, that's not the issue here. Do you not? And I went through the whole thing. Like, do you not think I hear, I see, I know, fuck, am I stupid? And I'm like, what is the deal? What is the deal with the fucking lying? And to me, that is just the ultimate slap in the fucking face, to live with a human being who I am completely taking care of her, and to do, and again, I do it out of a place of love, but when you give up and sacrifice so much for somebody, and they can be in your face lying to you and deceiving you. And again, it's not about the smoking. And that's all she kept making it about. It was about the deceit, the deception. The fact that my mother, at 77 years old, still feels she needs to lie. And where does that come from? And the programming that she has been instilled with. And the fact that even me talking to her about it, she couldn't get past the story that she was telling herself about why she was lying to me. So here, you want to talk about being gaslit. This was like a total narcissistic behavior. She said to me, ultimately, when she couldn't get out from under the lie, and she said to me, well, I honestly didn't want you to know I was still smoking, because I know how much stress you are under, and I didn't want you to ask me for a cigarette. She fucking turned it on me and tried to gaslight the fuck out of me. Now, that was just yeah. That was when calm, cool. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily say I was necessarily calm through this whole conversation I was having. My voice was definitely elevated. I wasn't yelling, but I was definitely louder than I normally am. And in trying to really express, and yeah, it was just, yeah. But then I got really upset, and I did start to lose my cool a little, and I explained to my mom, which is ridiculous that I have to explain at 55 years old to my mother what gaslighting is, why lying is not okay, why I can't live with a liar in my home, how this makes me not be able to trust her. Like, this opened up a whole nother avenue. And basically, I gave my mom, I did the ultimatum. Like, I have sacrificed everything to be able to keep a roof over our heads. And I refuse to continue to do that for someone who is going to blatantly disrespect and have zero regard for everything that I have done. And this is not a victim thing. This is not a martyr thing. This is a fuck that. So we will see where this goes from here, because I basically did. I laid down like the law and said, like, no more lies. Like, any more lies, and you go your way, I will go mine, and that's it. Because I'm not going to continue to give when people continue to disrespect me, regardless of their own brokenness. At some point, you have to pull the plug, and you gotta let people fend for themselves, right? So we will see. We will see how this unpacks. In the meantime, and again, it's so stupid. The fucking, like, to lie about something so little, so unimportant. It just makes me wonder, like, what are the big things that I don't know about, that I'm being lied to? So, anyway. All right. So, that's my little story. And so, yeah, so I just don't get it, guys. And, like, but I'm going to keep showing up and shining my light and sharing these stories, because, like, this is the shit that goes on. And we need to look at our experiences and be like, blood, I know, is not thicker than water. And I've done this with my mom, like before. She lost her house. The reason she was homeless and living in her car was because she lied. And everything got fucked up. So, and I let her live in her car for a year, because of it all. So, yeah. Anyway, crazy. Felt like I was back almost at square one with her. But we'll see. We shall see what happens today. So this was all yesterday, in the midst of watching this fucking ridiculous ass hurricane that is probably going to blow away the whole fucking top half of Florida. And yeah. All right, guys, let me see. Let me go back through your comments and sorry, you know me, I always cry. And let me see what everybody has to say. Oh my, hang on, I gotta go way back. All right, give me a second, guys. So, damn, what is going on here? From Kevin. Kevin is an, my God, what is, I don't know what's happening here. All right, let me see. You guys are all like, I don't know, Kevin calling himself out. Yes, no, Hadia, yes. Integrity isn't always easy to have, but it should be. Why is it not? that's the question I want to understand, Hadia, is why is it not easy? Why is it so hard? What the fuck? Like, what have we grown into here, people? Why is lying just white lies? Okay, where did this, and we gotta stop. Yeah, Kevin, yes, insulting my intelligence. Dude, and it was like every fucking day, frustrating. Like, and like I was doing pretty okay, but like, you know, how much of that in your face can you take before you know, anyway. Rakesh, are you agreed that life partner by God? Do I believe that our life partner is decided by God? I do believe that it's I don't know if it's necessarily decided by God. I do believe that it's a soul contract that we make before we come incarnation to meet up with our life partner. Yes, I do believe that. Is it decided by God? I don't necessarily. I mean, I do believe that we are all God. So if you say it's decided by me, my higher self, my higher consciousness, well, all of those things are God. But I don't believe that there's like a man in the sky sitting in a throne that goes, oh, we're going to mix this person with this person. No, I don't think that. So yeah. Yes, Kevin. Oh yeah, that's the time my mom, first thing in the morning, my mom joneses for cigarettes and before, and like after meals. Yeah. Yeah, you guys like the story. Should have said, guess what Journey told me? Oh my God, Kevin. That would have been hysterical. Dude, I wish oh my God. I think you get the fucking gold star today, Kevin. That would have been, and honestly, had it not been first thing in the morning, like I probably would have been a little quicker on my feet with that, but dude, classic. I love it. I fucking love it. Hey, Frederica, how are you? Welcome. Let him sweat. Yeah. And I knew, and Kevin, let me tell you, I knew it was a little bit like my shadow, like going, no, I'm going to let you sweat. Like, yeah. And it probably wasn't like the highest version of myself that I could have brought. But I also kind of needed that time to kind of like gain my thoughts, my calmness. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I smoked a little bit of cannabis before I went in and talked to her to just like whoosh, calm my shit. I did. Yeah, it's just deceitful. Smoke. Yeah, no, Kevin, yes. And see, and that, yes. So Kevin said she doesn't want to disappoint me. And it is very hard to quit. And I know. Dude, I know all that. Why can't she just say that? Dude. And I don't care that she didn't quit. That's the whole point. It wasn't about the smoking to start with. I didn't give a shit. Like, I chose to quit on my own, and then a week later or a few days later, she wanted to. There wasn't even a discuss. Like, there was no pressure. There was no, like, so this is the part, like, I didn't understand. It wasn't about the smoking. So I don't know. Hey Melissa, good morning. And I know she still loves me and I still love her, but like, dude, you know, there's a time and a place, and love can be toxic sometimes, for fuck's sake. We know that, you know? I know. Ignorance, I know. Trust me, Kevin, I have been trying. My mom's lived with me now since 2021. Yeah, April of 2021, my mom moved in with me. And trust me, we have been working and growing and healing and there was so much toxic damage between us. So yeah, it's a work in progress, man. You know, but yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And again, like all, you know, the pressure of just, I felt like I had to pop off, and it was like a perfect opportunity. So again, like people's lids are popping off these pressure cookers that we're all like living in, and we're seeing it on and outside of us. Melissa, you pulled the plug early. Yeah, I did too. And then it all came back around again for me. Yeah. Yeah, my mother's always been this way. Yeah. Hadia, thank you for your support. I appreciate that, babe. Dude, it's just, you know, all I ask is like drama free, easy peasy. Like, I don't know. I think I live such a simple fucking life. I keep to myself for the most part. I just do my thing. I just don't get it. Hey, Melissa. Yeah. So the hurricane, just for those of you who are asking about the hurricane, I am just a little south and on the east coast of where it is supposed to come in. We are not supposed to get full hurricane force, thank God. And please, I am so worried about everybody in this path. We are going to get the tropical, I think we're under officially a tropical storm warning and watch for this. And I mean, you're still talking about, you know, 30 to 75 mile an hour winds and tornado possibly, and like, you know, so there's still shit that can go wrong, but I'm more concerned with those who are in the direct path, and this shit is so, like, it's just heart-wrenching. I mean, they're not even cleaned up from Helene, and everybody's gonna get nailed again, and so my love, my heart, my prayers really is just, you know, going out to everybody who needs it. And honestly, I thought about like trying to send out like, you know, SOS messages for anybody who's still over by Tampa and the West Coast to see if anybody wants to try to come over to this coast. I don't have a lot of space, but if somebody is stuck over there and needs to find a space over here and wants to try to escape, email me, and we can talk about it, I guess. But it just kills me. It breaks my heart. Everybody's been crying. Yeah, I know. I always cry. You know, I honestly, I think, I don't know, has there been like one live I've gone through without crying at all? I'm not even sure. I don't mind. I mean, I know you guys know that I do it. Like, it's just not fun to sit here and cry live for the world to see. It's not a shame. It's just, I mean, I guess if I was a pretty crier, I wouldn't mind. But I kind of like ugly cry. And I can't get my words out. Like, there are some people who can cry and still talk. Anyway, whatever. I'm just fucking around, guys. Melissa, you've been crying. Oh, dude, I know. The devastation is just fucking heart-wrenching. And we are feeling it. Those of us who are empaths, those of us who are light workers, those of us who are connected, we have been feeling it. And all I can say is just, please just keep sending love. Love, hope, peace, and support to those who need it, because this is what we're being called to do energetically right now. Which is why I think I hardly slept at all last night. I was doing so much energy work. I was also doing that thing where we completely sweat. Our bodies just get like super overheated. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot, you guys. June, I got one breakup and one time rejected that I never fallen. June, you can't shut your heart to love, sweetie. Everybody gets their heart broken. Everybody gets rejected. They're not rejecting you. They're rejecting themselves. And that's okay. We grow from that. We learn who we are and what we truly want from relationships. And I'm going to be honest, here's the thing. Rejection is protection. If those people were truly meant to be with you and in your life, they would still be here. But they taught you beautiful lessons about yourself, about your heart, about what you want in life. So as horrible and heartbreaking as it is, and I know we've all been there, you have to find that love is worth it. Being loved is so worth it. But only when you're ready, only when you've done the work on yourself to be the best version of you that you can be. You know? So yeah. Don't give up on love. Don't ever give up on love. Because when you give up on love, you become cold. You become callous. You become uncaring. You become like literally, like I'm seeing, like a dried up, withered old, like dead leaf. Like, without love in your life, what is it? And it doesn't have to be romantic love. It's all forms of love. Embrace all versions of love. I don't have a romantic partner in my life. I have all types of love around me, though. And it's all so beautiful. So, Melissa, is there healing on her part? Oh, most definitely. But, and in the very beginning, when my mom came and lived with me, she was more open to it. She even did plant medicine. Jamie and I held ceremony for my mom, and we worked with plant medicine with her, and so yes, there is I hope I still have hopes that she will continue to explore, but I think that's kind of like, I think she's sort of gone as, hate to say, as far as she's gonna with all of that work, but I mean, the rest is up to her. But it's not something that she actively seeks out anymore. So where she did kind of at the beginning. So whatever, we'll see. We'll see everything. Yes, a work in progress. We're all works in progress. Hey, Wade, welcome back. It's nice to have you here, darling. How are you? Yeah, Kevin, thank you for giving Joan support. It is out there, you know, there is love. There are good people, you know, and again, I always have to come back to, guys, that until you yourself are the best version of you, until you yourself have grown and done the healing and all of those things, or at least have enough awareness of your own shit, until that, you're truly not going to find a person, your person, and you're not going to have to search for them. You're going to find them. You're going to find them in the most beautiful, easy, organic way. But until then, you're going to keep attracting people who are going to come in to teach you how to be that best person, that most authentic version of yourself. And if you close your heart and yourself off to that potential, the potential growth that might be there, if you're not doing the work on your own, and people come in to help you and help you gain these experiences, you know, you're not going to grow. So, you know, it really is a beautiful journey when we get past our own holding on to our pain. So just be open. Just be open. That's it. Keep your eyes and your heart open. That's how you find your right love, your true love. No, I will not marry you. I do not know you. I'm sorry. Don't marry strangers. Not a good idea. Just sorry. Yeah, I think, I mean, honestly, like, I believe we're going to be safe. I do believe that it's going to be I think it's going to be worse than we think, but I do believe we'll be safe. And whatever, if the fucking roof blows away, the roof blows away. Like, I know I'm protected. I know my mom will be safe. I know Journey will be safe. Like, I know we're okay. Like, losing the stuff, I give no fucks about. I never have. You know, everything can be replaced. So, I just want our happiness and our health. And so, yeah. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Hadia, for supporting Gion. I'll have Kevin. Yes. Anyone who proposes to me will have to get Journey's blessing. Journey is my Journey truly is my, I think, my divine masculine, my divine counterpart at this time. And for a very long time. But yes, Journey's permission will need to be, and a dowry will need to be provided, of course, and all of those good things. I'm sorry. I'm not poking fun at arranged marriages. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. I wasn't trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, no, I won't marry somebody I don't know. I'm sorry. I won't. Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you, Still Me. I appreciate that. And crying is empowering. I know. And I do. And I do like crying. I actually do enjoy it. I just don't like crying, like, in front of everybody. It's all right. What sucks is crying and then emotionally detaching, so you don't. Well, right. You have to learn the lessons. Like, if you're gonna go through all of the fucking suffering and pain of feeling all of that, you might as well learn the fucking lesson, right? Like, that's the point. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't. And that's okay too. We learn the lessons when we are ready to learn the lessons. And sometimes maybe we're never ready. And that's okay. I mean, no one's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Still Me. Oh my God, you're so funny. A few more spams and you'll marry him. I love that. I love it. Yeah, we're just gonna let him keep spamming because it's all love, right? And I've addressed it like, yeah, I'm not gonna marry him, so it's okay. And thank you, June. I'm glad. Like, this is why I'm here. This is the work that I do. For those of you, okay, so at 47 minutes, we'll do the shameless little plug. For those of you who don't know, this is the kind of stuff that I do. I don't just do like spiritual, like card readings and that kind of stuff and channeling messages. I actually, I do counseling. I do help people come to this point where they can process these experiences and these traumas and these things to deeper levels. So if I can be of service to any of you, I also am an energy healer. I work with plant medicine. I shouldn't even say healer. I say healing facilitator. But I am here for you for sessions to help you on your spiritual journey. Sort of like a one-stop spiritual shop, you guys. So you can email me for sessions. I actually am, for the whole month of October, running a 20% off special for all of my distant live remote sessions. So if I can help you guys personally in any way, please reach out. All right, let's see. Hadia, you looked it up and it doesn't. All right, well, I don't know. Just leave it. I don't care. Just leave it. Still Me. My dad bust to tell me I could have any woman I pleased, but I couldn't please any. Oh wait, your dad used to tell you. Okay, your dad used to tell you could have any woman you pleased, but I couldn't please any. So then you remain single. Gotcha. Well, okay. So, first of all, pleasing a woman, that's interesting, because I don't think my happiness, and this is just me, I don't know. I do not feel that my happiness is in the hands of someone else. So I don't know if you're meaning please as in a keep someone happy all the way around, or if you're going down another path of pleasing women. But I can tell you that it's not about it's about being the best version of you. It's not about pleasing or trying to make anybody else happy. It's about when you are the best version of you, and you can then enter into relationships where two people uh, can cohesively flow, and nobody is making anybody else happy, or it's about that they both are on the same vibe. There's a difference between like picking up slack and helping each other at certain times, but I don't think it's about anybody having to please or make anybody else happy. Our happiness, our pleasure lies within ourselves. So continue to work on yourself, and fuck what you're like. When you meet the right person, it's not like, I can't stress this enough. It's like when you meet the right person, the person meant for you, you are not going to have to do or be anything other than who you are to be harmonious. Like, and I don't mean if you're like, if you're not like awake and aware and self-aware and all of that. I'm talking about people who are self-aware and awake and conscious and actively working toward being like a good person in this world, and mentally and emotionally happy, and like that they're doing that work. I'm not talking about like, just general like people who aren't aware. But when it happens, it'll happen, and you won't have to. It's funny because when I was younger, and I'm, back in the day, growing up as a teenager, as a young woman, magazines played a huge part in my self-identity and figuring out who I was as a woman, as in relation to men, relationships, etc. And I used to be famous for like those fucking quizzes. How to please a man, how to this, how to that. Dude, I look back today and I go, what in the fuck? Who was I trying to be? Because it wasn't like all of these things, what they did was fed on my own insecurities. They didn't actually help me understand maybe things that I needed to understand about myself to be a good partner. No, they focused on things that I was doing wrong, or things that I needed to target, or technique. Like, dude, it was so very disempowering. And looking back, I like now, like I see like how that just fed all of my insecurities, all of the facts that I was trying to be something I never really was. And it made me not know who I was. So coming back to, you find the people you're meant to find when you find them, and the ones that don't work out are meant to teach you lessons and help you grow, and the ones that do work out are beautiful. Beautiful. It's all part of the process, man. Wade, you're working. You're always working, Wade. Still me, I hope you have a good day. Thanks for being here. Max Power. I mean, I will if they have money. Who? I don't know what that means. You're going to marry somebody, I guess, if they have money. Divorce is cheap if y'all have the cat. What? All right. I don't know what that's all about, Max, but good morning. Yeah, I mean, I honor my plant medicine for sure. For sure. I always set intentions and stuff. All right, guys, let's see. What is this? You would think, okay, Max, you think that I think it was a joke. I'm not sure, Max, if you think that I make like with with the work that I do, you think I'm making money? You really do. I'm not making much money, darling. So I'm I don't know. No, a lot of the work I do is actually for free, dude. So um. I don't know what's going on with Carfax and owner's manuals. Oh, dude, what if we did come? That would be awesome. Okay, hang on. I get it now. Kevin, if only we came with owner manuals like our cars or Carfax, that would be fucking. Dude, you're in rare form today. Maybe you're always like this. I really like this, Kevin. But yes, that would be fucking awesome. And I kind of talked about that in one of the lives I did. It was like I wish that when we walked up to people and we met them, right? That as you approach them, like a little board lit up over their head and you could see like all their traumas, all their like hangups, all their like stuff. And you could like, and then you could just know, like, okay, and then they can see yours. Like everybody can see theirs above each other's heads, and you could go, okay, now I know. Now I know. Like that would be great. Like a car, yeah. Dude, you're fucking funny. I love that. Yes, it is a fool's errand to try to make someone else happy. Exactly. A young buck, the old buck, what? Oh. All right, Max. The father and the son deer are going down the hill and they're, yeah. Oh my God. All right. Relationships should be a union of growth. Thank you, Kevin. Let me just say, Kevin, it's always so nice when I hear these things being typed, said by men. It renews and restores the faith, my trust in this journey, and for the good men who are out there who are doing the work. So yeah, man. I applaud you, man. And there are some great men in this tribe who have allowed themselves to be seen and known. And some of you guys are not here today, but I applaud you. You guys know who you are. You know who you are that are doing the work. So I thank you guys. Oh, right. Talking about marrying random people. Gotcha. I am. I'm sorry, guys. It does take me a little bit to catch up. People that you help. Yeah, dude, there are so many. Look, I charge for like my services. Obviously, I have to pay my fucking bills. This is what I do for a living, which is why I'm in this part of the reason I'm in the situation I am, because I tend to help people a lot more than I charge. So yeah, and like if you guys think I make, like, here's the funny part. People think that people on YouTube who do this shit make any money. I can tell you, one live I spend an hour to an hour and a half on with you guys, I make 17 cents. Okay, that's it. So when I tell you I don't even get $100 a month from YouTube for all of the things that I do, that's the post, that's the videos, that's the lives, that's the shorts. Like there's no fucking money in this for me. I don't have a big enough following. I refuse to put commercials in the middle of my stuff because I don't like it. I hate watching videos that have 900 interruptions. So I don't want to do that to the tribe. So yeah. Hence why I ask for people to donate. I ask for people to, when they can pay it forward, to pay it forward. So yeah. Anyway, all right, yes. And I am almost caught up. I've seen some on breaking it down. They had, yeah, dude, it's I mean, so I just, yeah, so this is why I ask you guys when I do ask for your support, this is why I'm not being some greedy bitch. Like, that's not who I am. Like, I'm just looking to keep the power on and the roof over my fucking head and my car in, in order, and to still be able to be here so I can fucking help you guys. Because if I don't have a place to be, then I can't be here for you. Anyway. All right. Yes, and I do wish that, and you know what, Kevin, but this is why. This is why I keep showing up. Because the more fucking people that show up randomly, right? Randomly. Just like you did, Kevin, just like Max did. Like, we all found each other for some reason. And we're going to keep finding each other. So, we keep bringing people in. That's why I ask you guys, share the channel, support the channel, thumbs up, make a comment, let your friends know. Like, this is how we grow. No, 500, max, $500 is not a lot of cash for 1.4 million views. It really, really fucking isn't. I mean, there are some creators, and again, I don't know what creators are doing. I can tell you personally, I enjoy doing this, but this is not fun. It is, thank you, it isn't easy. Melissa, you took the words right out of my fucking mouth. Like, this is, and maybe other people, like, I'm not the limelight girl. I don't want to be center stage. Yeah. But Spirit has I incarnated, I chose my journey. I, for some fucking god-awful reason, thought that in this lifetime, I needed to be seen, heard, and do this. So, and I'm going to keep showing up. So let's just keep sharing and showing up. Let's keep sharing and showing up, guys. All right. Need to take a breath. And I've been doing this for 8 years, you guys. It's been a long time. Very long time. And it is fun. And the part that I really love is connecting, is sharing experiences, is being able to just give to someone who doesn't have support or love, because I've been there. The big thing is I know what it's like to be on the other side of my own healing, like before. And I don't want anybody to have to go through that shit ever again alone. That's it. So, gonna keep showing up. And I hope that you guys keep showing up with me. All right, I'm gonna grab, do we want a card? I'm gonna grab a deck. And let's see. Yeah, let's pull a card. I gotta find it though. Hang on. Because I hear it, but I can't find it. Where is it? Maybe that's not the one we're meant to have today? Because I can hear it calling. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. I promise. Oh, there it is. Duh. And let's see. Let me see. I feel like we need one more. All right, Whispers of Healing. All right. Actually, I do want to share one other thing, I think, you guys, about this. about like the healing. I don't know why while I was sitting over there pulling the card decks. I do want to really give a shout out to the men. Because and I actually talked I spoke to Jamie on the phone this morning really briefly. Jamie is my other moderator. She isn't here this morning, but we spoke on the phone briefly this morning before I got on. Because I did want to, I talked about this the other day, just again, the demographics of my channel have changed dramatically since I started doing these lives. And where 80 to 90% of my channel prior to starting these lives was women based, women audience, it has completely flipped. And the demographics now are 80% men. And what I am seeing in this, and this is where I am going to applaud you, the male masculine energy population that is here, is that you guys are like doing the work. You guys are actually showing up, which tells me that there is this underlying rising of the divine masculine. It's showing that there is that they're seeing the lighthouse, and it's getting their attention. It's getting their attention. All the masculine, not just Kevin. I just saw that toxic masculinity activated. It's all of the masculinity being activated, Kevin. The toxic stuff, yeah, I mean, again, we're seeing those signs out in the world around us, right? The war is a sign of toxic masculinity. But what I am seeing is, yes, some men are coming here and being toxic, right? They're showing their wounds. They're showing their big screen above their head with the comments that they make and stuff, right? But I'm seeing this beautiful rising. And even by the emails and the men who have the beautiful, kind souls who have messaged me directly and just to talk, like, dude, like, I'm not, like, I make a joke about, like, yes, I am single and yes, I am open. That is not a joke. That's like true, but I'm not out there seeking, and I'm not out there like setting up like romantic relationships with any of these people. These are truly like good men who want to grow, who want to learn, who want to show gratitude and appreciation for the feminine, and not in like a creepy like way, like a truly like valuing way, and it's just beautiful. So I see it, and I see you guys, and I do want to commend you, because I do believe there is a shift. I think the feminine for years and years and years have been getting rid of their toxic ways. They have been working very hard, and I think the feminine has, as a whole, has come to a place. And again, this is not everybody. This is people who are on the spiritual journey, where they're pretty balanced, pretty aware, pretty like they're deep, like they're on this track, like they're good. They're on that long road. And these masculine are seeing this, and I think the masculine are also seeing the contrast between these feminine energied people, women, however you want to look at it, and the karmic toxic ones that are still kind of very much embroiled and engaged in the 3D sort of lower vibration energies. And again, there's no insult in any of this. When I say lower and higher, that's not a hierarchy. It's just lower vibrations are things like guilt, shame, addictions, people pleasing, like we could go on and on, right? So narcissism, codependency, like those are those things. There's a beautiful shift happening. That's all I'm going to say. And I applaud you guys, both feminine and masculine, yes, Melissa, alike, are really doing the work. And I am grateful for those of you who show up and do the work. Yeah. Yeah. You like this shift? Yeah, this shift is definitely all, and again, it's so weird because I can feel the shift inside of me. Like it's been over the last week, although again, we all have our moments, but I can feel the power rising. I can feel I'm hearing this fucking song. What is this song? Hang on. Hang on. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the, what? I feel the, I don't know. I can't get the right. All right. So there's some song. I feel the earth move under my feet. I don't even know what it is. I feel the something. I can't get the rest of the words. There's something to that song, but I guess maybe that's sort of like the quaking. We are feeling the earth move under our feet. We are being shaken to awaken, and it is a beautiful journey, you guys. So and yes, well worth it. Thank you. Yes, excruciatingly painful. Honestly though, here's the thing. Okay, so Melissa, I'm gonna say, if I had someone, okay, when many of us, let me back up, when many of us started this journey, okay, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And we ourselves, the teachers, I feel like the teachers, the guides, the people like myself who were on YouTube, not only were we trying to teach or share and understand all of the spiritual stuff, we were doing our own healing at the same time. And that made things kind of muddy, I feel like. And I can tell you, I mean, I had a few teachers, guides in the beginning of my journey, in the very early stages of my journey. And then I was kind of like left alone, kind of figuring shit out. And I mean, guides, like actual people, physical people, like, you know, like the shaman who helps me. And like, I'm not talking about my spiritual guides. I'm talking about physical, tangible people or people on YouTube that I resonated with or whatever. Healing facilitators, people who could kind of teach me. And so I know for me, if I know today, for someone who is what is going through what we went through, where we started, I know today I will be a much better teacher to those people, because I believe that we don't necessarily, I mean, yes, unpacking our wounds is excruciating, but I think that we prolonged our own pain and suffering because we didn't necessarily understand all of the pieces, and it made it really muddy as teachers being able to guide effectively. I mean, we did the best we could under the circumstances we could, and I don't regret anything I've ever taught. I mean, it literally speaks to who and what I was in those moments. But yeah, like I don't think it has to be that way anymore. And I think that we are able now to, and maybe that's why I'm back doing YouTube much more actively, because I can sort of, I don't want to even say like correct the mistakes, but just, yes, Kevin, be wiser. Yes, wiser. Teach from a place of being wiser this time, and maybe we can save people, and again, save them a little bit of time, a little bit of suffering, understanding a little better in ourselves how the journey works now. Yeah, so let's see. Journey's super, yeah. Lots of men running around with more estrogen than testosterone. So, I don't know. I know that a lot of things. So if you want to talk about that, Kevin, on an actual physiological level, there are a lot of things that men, physical, I'm talking about physical, masculine men, chromosomally, genetically, whatever, testosterone, there's a lot of things that men are consuming, actually eating, vaping, that will naturally drop their testosterone levels. Even like things like soy, that will increase their estrogen levels. I think that plays a part in it. A big part in it is the food and the things that men are consuming that are naturally eating away. And I say naturally because all of these things are designed, I believe, to eradicate, to lower their testosterone levels on purpose. This is like a purposeful consumption of poisoning men. So I do kind of agree with that on a physiological level, Kevin. So yeah. Under My Feet by Carole King. Thank you. I feel the earth move under. Yeah. So I don't know if there's something in that song. I don't actually know. I know Carole King. I don't remember the words, but maybe there's something in that song that is a thingy for us. Yes, there has been a huge jump in consciousness. I do believe that. I really do believe that, Melissa. I also do believe that these huge jumps in consciousness come out of these very volatile, very traumatic, catastrophic events that happen in the world. So when we have an event like Helene last week or 2 weeks, however long it's been now, that makes people see. It wakes people up and it brings people again closer together, and that allows our consciousness to expand. Something in the water, Kevin? We need to put something in the water in it. We need to put fucking Mother Aya and some shrooms in the water, and everybody would be peace and love. Let me see. What is that? Then we are looked back upon as, I don't know what that's in reference to. I'm going to leave that to you. Hey, welcome. Sorry. Welcome, Sophia. It's very nice to have you here from Brazil. Yes, and Kevin is from Buffalo or Albany. Albany or Buffalo? Where are you, Kevin? I can't remember. You're my Anchor Bar friend, though, right? All right, let's see. All right. Yes, Kevin, microdose showers. I think everybody, I honestly, everybody needs to just get off all their fucking antidepressant, like prescription shit. And everybody should just be prescribed microdosing. First of all, it's not, you will never get addicted to plant medicines because that shit ain't fun. It can't, there's an element, but when you have healing work to do, you guys, nobody wants to be addicted to Aya. Okay, it's shit fucking, no. It is the most amazing medicines, the use of plant medicines. So yeah. So I say we fucking wake everybody's asses up and we just drop everybody a fucking dose. All right, oh yeah, cards. Archangel Michael. Because I feel like with all the shit that's going on, we need a little bit of Archangel Michael protection. calling in his power, his light, his sword, his shield. Oh, we all need a little love. We all need a little light. Yes, dogs do have Xanax prescriptions because humans stress them out. I would agree with you 1,000%. And the fact that dogs are on human pharmaceuticals is just a fucking crime in and of itself. But I definitely, animals are sentient beings. Animals are divine healers. Our animals will manifest diseases that are meant for us. Our animals will take on our emotional pain, suffering, torment for us to help us. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. And so, yeah. All right. Let's see. Archangel Michael, what messages? And for anybody who wonders, like, while I'm shuffling, I know I don't out loud do the little incantations over my cards and all the time, but I do it. It's here. It's in my field. It's in my space. It's sort of an automatic process that goes on. Because I had somebody ask me that one day. They're like, you just shuffle. You don't call in protection. You don't call in da-da-da. And I'm like, no, I actually do. It's happening. It's happening behind the scenes, guys. All right, let's see. Yeah, they feel the emotions of their owners. Yeah, they can also, look, there are some dogs, and I mean, I don't know if all dogs, but I know there are some dogs who can like detect cancer and disease in people. They can actually like, they and I think they actually have that. They're like, I had a friend whose dog worked at Miami Children's Hospital. It was a German Shepherd, and the dog worked with children in the cancer ward. And the dog would actually, like, he would know if the kids' cancers came back. Yeah, they would smell it. Yes, exactly. They would smell it. And oh my God, you guys, you saw this card fall out. Let me just finish this. You saw this fall out. Okay, so you're gonna fucking, this is great. But yeah, so the dogs do know, they know. And every single time this dog like would go up to a kid and they would know. And it was just, yeah. So they're beautiful sentient beings, and they do help us heal. And I love all animals. Okay, Kevin. Was Lucifer an angelic name, or did that change when he fell? Whew. All right. So I can just tell you what I believe. I can't tell you because, I mean, although I was probably there at the beginning, I don't remember. But what I believe is, I do believe that Lucifer was his actual soul name. The bringer of light is what Lucifer means. I do believe that Lucifer was truly intentional in that. I don't believe Lucifer's bad. Yes, the morning star. Yes, the morning star. I believe that there's a lot of bullshit that we've been told biblically, religiously about all of that isn't true, and that has, look, I believe that everything is to be looked over, and if we in fact are divine and of all things, then all things include heaven and hell in a physical reality, where in a spiritual reality, heaven and hell, there is no actual, because nothing is good or bad. Nothing is good or bad in the realms of spirituality. So they just are. I know that's kind of crazy. And if different angels are assigned, let's say assigned positions for what just is, then there is no dark or evil. I mean, like, seriously, if you think about it, is not the world a hell of our own making? Do we not get completely trapped in our guilt and our shame? Our guilt and our shame is what makes the hell. Because you can't, if you don't have remorse, then there is no hell to experience. So there has to be an underlying guilt or shame or something for us to experience the feelings or the feeling, the reality of being in hell. Hell is a prison of our own making. And I don't think that it's a prison by some angel who's designated to be the guard of it. Does that make sense? I guess. Okay. All right. Let's see. But that was a super fucking question, Kevin. I fucking love that. See, it makes me think, and I love going down like rabbit hole discussions like that. And like makes me think. All right, let's see. Hang on, didn't I see something? Oh, wait, here it is. Melissa, you have a cat that comes right up on your face and lays on your chest. Not sure who the emotional support animal is. It's very simple. It's an exchange. Melissa, I literally, as I was reading the message and came up to it says an exchange. You are so, hang on, symbiosis, connected. You and this cat are connected so it's some sort of symbiotic relationship is what I'm hearing. And this cat, and I'm also hearing this cat isn't who you think this cat is. And I don't know what that means. And that sounds kind of like woo-woo. But this cat represents, is what I'm hearing. Represents what? All right, I don't know. I'm just going to say this cat, what they're showing me is this cat represents the energy or the vibration, Melissa, of a, and I don't want to say this and freak you out. So, do you want to know? Melissa, if you want me to finish that sentence, just in the comments, let me know, because I don't want to, otherwise message me private, Melissa, and I'll share the rest of it, because I don't want to kind of blindside you with the rest of the message, okay? Because it's very personal. All right, let's see. Adam was the one to eat the apple and blamed it on it. Actually, okay, you know what? I would love to go down this rabbit hole of religion and all of this stuff with you guys someday, because actually, dude, I would love that. Maybe we should do that one day, but I don't know if we should do it on a live. Would you guys, okay, so I'm going to ask one more question to you guys who are here. Would you guys be interested in doing a live Zoom call, where we can get on Zoom or like one of those, like, whatever kind of things, and talk about some of this stuff? Because I got some good, like, Bible shit to like start, like Kevin just threw out there, that really kind of makes you start questioning things. So if you guys would be interested in something like that, like, let me know, because that might be a fun little thing to do on the side from this. All right, but actually, Kevin, and that the reason I'm saying that is because yes and no on that. Yes and no. It was actually that, and all right, so Eve actually was never given the directive from God, is what the actual, from what my understanding and my studies have been, that actually the order to not eat the apple was never actually given to both. The order was given from from Adonai, which is God, to Adam directly. And they were told that they were not to eat from the tree of knowledge, but God never spoke those words to Eve directly. And there's a whole lot more to that whole thing. But again, it's really fucking interesting. And I would love to, yeah. Melissa, yes, it does fall into grief. Yes, it does. Yeah, stimulating the mind. If the cat paw claws at you as he sits on you, that's his way of showing affection. Okay, so you won't get freaked out, Melissa? Okay. So what I was seeing, and again, I don't know if this is true. It has grief, like literally what I'm seeing is this is like a spirit of either an unborn child or a miscarried child, or potentially an aborted child. That's what I was seeing. And I didn't know if that was actually something that was part of your experience, a passed on child, a lost child. So yeah, I don't know. Kevin, you should see my chat. Oh my God, Melissa, from the cat pawing at you. Do you look like what's that? Like, I don't know the word. Anyway, no abortions, no miscarriages that you know of. Okay. All right. I don't know, Melissa, honestly, like it came in so strong that this was like a child's energy, like a baby. So it could be past. It felt, honestly, it felt much more this life. Did you have maybe or I don't know. I was gonna say maybe like maybe a sister, like a sibling that maybe you were supposed to have, maybe a miscarriage from a sibling. I don't know. Anyway, well, I'm glad that I'm wrong. Because it felt terrible, whatever that was, it felt really, really sad and terrible, to the point where I obviously didn't want to share it publicly because I didn't want it to trigger you. So yeah. She looks like a star constellation. Oh, the marks on her chest. That, yeah, I was thinking like that's, yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking about those things that cats like stick their nails into. I don't know what they're called because I've never had cat. I mean, I had cats for a very short time, but yeah. You were around 5, so maybe that's it. But it's definitely like, I just see this. It's like a small child, like a younger. That's why I thought maybe it was like your own, but maybe it could have been a younger sibling. I don't know. A scratching post, yeah, where they like stick their nails into them. Like, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Yes, Melissa's skin from her, and you were about 5. Maybe that's it, Melissa. Maybe just tap into that energy and see if that resonates. I don't know. Okay, so you guys, let me get back to the cards because you saw the card come out. You saw as I shuffled that the card flipped. Now, when I say we can't make this shit up, we can't make this shit up, because look at what Archangel Michael wants to tell us. Can you see this? Your home is protected by angels. Dude, you guys, like, what were we talking about this fucking storm? And how what did I say before? Like, fuck it, if the roof blows off, as long as we're all healthy, like, that's all that matters. Like, it doesn't matter if we all lose all of our stuff, as long as we are okay. And here we get this confirmation that like we're protected. Our home, our homes, we are going to be safe. You know, whew. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. Well, I guess this is encompassing all of our needs to be protected and safe at home, huh, guys? Because I didn't see that part. Like, literally, all I was looking at was the stormy skies and thinking of the hurricane. And then we also have added in there that we continue to be able to support our finances. So, Archangel Michael is with us, guys. Call him in. Remember, the angels can't step in on your behalf unless you call them in. And it's a tricky little gamut because actually I had this conversation, I think it was with you, Hadia, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, where I said, like, I get it. Like, they can't just intervene on their own. For fuck's sake, they should be able to, but they can't. Okay, so we need to call them in. I need rules on this. How does this work exactly? How often do we need to call them in? Do we need to call them in? You know, does there an expiration on how long? Like, if we call them in this morning, can we say, angels, be with us the rest of the day? Or does it only last for a couple of hours? Anyway, I was making a huge joke out of all of this, but it is something that we do need to be aware of, right? And I thought I was being kind of funny because, like, it is kind of like, what are these arbitrary rules that, like, if the angels see me in trouble, seriously, they can't come in and help me? I don't know if I necessarily even believe that. Who says? Who told us that? Who taught us that? Who was the authority that dictated that the angels can't come in if we really need them? I can kind of say that I think there have been times where I have been in bad motherfucking situations and the angels have saved my fucking life and I didn't need to call them in. So I don't know, but if you believe, like, I mean, I guess it's good if you are going through something to be like, yo, hey, what's up? Can you give me a little extra, right? But I don't know. Maybe that's one of those stories we tell ourselves. I don't know. Regardless, the angels are protecting us. So, as if I mean, I was pretty confident before, but I'm even more confident now that it's all going to be all right, guys. It's all going to be all right. Yeah, we got such a fucking laugh out of that. It was super funny. I know there's been times where you've needed to learn shit the hard way. At the same time, there's been times where, right, where they saved your ass without even asking. Right, the Bible told us. Well, who the fuck wrote the Bible? Or should I say who edited and translated the Bible? I don't know. Does it actually even say directly in the Bible that the angels can't step in? I don't know. And we already know that the Bible is like, parts of it are fucking lies. Parts of it are made up. Or the Quran, right? Or the Torah. Maybe it's time for us to stop trusting that. Fuck that. I welcome my angels and I break all templates that say that they cannot come in to help me. They can. And I openly allow them and welcome them into my experience. Let's declare it. Let's break the fucking rules. Let's be the rebels that we are. We're here to break the system. Let's break it. Let's all break the system together, you guys. Let's do it. All right. So that's Archangel Michael. I have one more deck. Dude, I've been here for a really long time, guys. Dude, I might have, well, it's been over an hour and a half. I might actually make like 19 cents for this one. It's not about the money. It's about being here with you guys and sharing the love. You know that. Blah, blah, blah. Kevin, you're not very religious, more spiritual. Right. Polytheistic more so than monotheistic. Yeah. Totally. More spiritual. And that's why I love dissecting all of the biblical stuff because like when you really start to think with a critical mind, you can see through all the flaws, and it just makes you understand that, you know, it's not the way it was taught to us. Religion is not, it's not it. It's the concepts. It's the concepts. So, all right, we got what do we got? Whispers of Healing. Okay, so I'm gonna ask just for a message for the whispers from Whispers of Healing for us. Mother Nature, Father Time, exactly. And I do believe that there is a ultimate energy, a guiding force of it all, but I don't believe it's what I was taught in the Catholic schools. Not some old guy with a beard who's like mean, and like, it's not that. There's so much more to it all, guys. Yeah, organized religion. I mean, if it works for you, great. But the only thing I've ever gotten out of organized religion is more judgment, more hatred, more unacceptance. It never made me, organized religion never elevated me, never made me feel better about myself. Not fucking once, not a day in my life. So yeah, I mean, and I can tell you that I'm much more happy now, seeing the world through nature and a new lens. All right. Naturalist, yeah. Yeah, God is all around us. God is within us. Like, it's all there. It's all there, guys, but people just don't see it. All right, whispers, whispers, whispers of healing. I feel like this deck is big in my hands today. That's so weird. Like it feels very, it feels awkward to shuffle. What did we get? Choice. The choice card. Now, I think the other day we did the video about choices. Let's see. Ooh, okay, hang on, guys. I gotta look at this a little closer under the light for a second. Choices. So we see her blowing bubbles, and in each of these bubbles, there are dreams, wishes, fantasies, desires, all the things. All the things. What are all the things? What are all the things that you wish to breathe life into? I'm literally, oh my God. You guys, I kid you not. I opened the book to the page. Dude, you guys, you can't make this shit up. Like, you saw. I think you saw. All right. Ugh. Anyway, let's see. Somewhere along the way, you have given up your right to decide. Ooh, this is a good one. This can happen for many reasons. You may have quit making choices under the pretext of being agreeable or putting someone else's needs before your own. It may be that decision making is too overwhelming right now, or you have too many options. Each choice you make can take you closer or further from your desires. So it is imperative that you start exercising your power of choice. If you feel confused about a decision, evaluate what is going on. Come up with a list of possible outcomes. Make your list as long and elaborate as you need to. Ask yourself what is blocking your ability to decide. Are you trying to please someone else? Or are you afraid of making a wrong decision? Choosing not to decide is a choice. Decide to make healthy choices that meet your needs and desires. Okay, the fairy blows these beautiful bubbles with all possibilities. Bubbles represent hope, wishes, and dreams, and an array of different choices that she has before her. Bubbles also indicate a need to raise awareness, as there are extraordinary moments of magic appearing before you. The bubbles represent happiness, amusement, and innocence of childhood. One bubble is a Pegasus, a home, a guardian, blah, blah, blah. Once you begin making your choices for yourself, it will become easier for you to choose what you love. So that's beautiful, you guys. And honestly, but what I'm mostly focused on is and what I keep hearing is blow your bubbles. Blow your bubbles. What are the dreams? What are the dreams that I'm hearing that have fallen by the wayside, that you've kind of left behind or maybe forgotten, or that are there but you just don't feel maybe like you can do it? I'm feeling like there's a calling back to making a choice. There's something about abandoning your dreams, and you haven't. So go back. Go back to the things that truly make you feel loved. And the card is a 39, which is a 12, which is a 3. So there is, again, that divine support of creation. You're being asked to create, but the choice is yours. Like, and I'm hearing like Spirit's not going to make you do it. But if you want to feel the harmony, all of those things, Spirit is encouraging you to make the choice. Come back to the Technicolor rainbow colors of the bubbles, the magic, the beauty. You do have more power than you realize, is what Spirit is saying. You have more power than you realize. Okay, back to the messages, guys. I like religions, but from an open-minded perspective. Charles Darwin's study on evolution is more compelling. If I hurt somebody's... First of all, Kevin, there's no, like, I appreciate you, and you're allowed to openly speak. You don't need, like, honestly, it's all good. And there are some very compelling things. And so when I say I don't like religion, I don't like participating in organized religion. I love studying different things about them. I think it's fucking fascinating. But yeah, no, look, nobody knows the truth. The simple fact is, Kevin, every single fucking one of us, whether we're a scientist, a physicist, or whatever, we all think we know. None of us fucking know. None of us actually 100% fucking no. So all we can do is have our views, be open to perspectives, and continue to grow. All right. Martin Luther's 95 Commandments. Yes. 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 And we're not talking Martin Luther King here. We're talking about Martin Luther from the early days of the reforms of the church. Yes. I agree. I agree. Dude, they're honestly, like, I love the topics and I love, but the underlying thing is every religion comes back to being a good person. That's it. Let's be good people. Thank you guys for the card that you enjoyed the readings. And it's okay to have different views. Exactly. We don't have to, like, everybody can believe or that doesn't mean that, like I said, we don't know who's right. So there's no separation. There's no separation in that because we're all right and we're all wrong, and I don't know. I can't refute any religion. All I know is whoever has faith in a higher power will always have more strength in will over someone who has no faith. Yes, I agree. I agree, Kevin. Have faith in something. Believe in something. I don't know. Let's see, wait a minute. Hey, Jenna, how are you, hun? Welcome. You love blowing bubbles. It's 11. Holy shit. Dude, it's after 11 already. Oh my God. Yeah, follow the golden rule. I like that. Follow the golden rule, Melissa. I can't believe it's after 11, you guys. And it's 7:11 on the counter. And it's actually, I've been on for 111 minutes. So I'm going to say that that this has been real, guys. But my morning's half gone. So I love you guys. I am going to go get out of bed, take a shower, and start my day. I fucking can't believe it. But I thank you guys for being here. And I love you guys. So keep showing up. And if you guys do want to reach out, sessions, whatever, you know how to reach me, shamamahuntingowl@gmail.com. And otherwise, thank you guys. Thank you. I love you. Be safe out there, everybody. God willing, maybe I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see how the weather is doing and what happens. Have a great day. I love you. And as always, sending love and light, gratitude and blessings. We made it. Another day, guys. Mwah. Be love, be light. See you soon. Bye.